Hi, my name is Nick. I'm a paranormal debunker. We're gonna watch this Haunted 5 video showing 5 scary ghost videos that were supposed to stay hidden, and I'm going to debunk them one by one. So, here's the video.
A family has been experiencing strange activity ever since they moved into their new house. They often hear disembodied voices and see objects moved from their original position. Most of the mysterious activity takes place inside the kitchen, and they often assume someone is simply making some food. On one particular afternoon, the husband was relaxing at home by himself.
Could be a train passing nearby.
Coming from the other room. He texted his wife to see if it was her, but she soon notified him that she was running errands. He decided
you don't know that your partner isn't home.
Sound. He was surprised to see several cups moving on their own and decided to grab his phone and record.
I heard something in the kitchen again.
That's it? Like that's the bulk of your thing? You could just go move them, leave the kitchen, start recording, come back in.
It's like the ghost is out and about again. What is it with these freaking cups?
Don't break your cups, man. Maybe you had an earthquake you didn't realize you were having. You know, sometimes it's not something you can feel and then...
Oh, shit.
As the video begins, we can see 2 glass cups moving in unison.
Does he ever show the top of the cupboard? Is that visible at any point? Yeah, it is. But he zooms in before the action happens, so it's impossible to tell whether there's some string attached to the top of the cupboard.
Oh, shit.
As the video begins, we can see 2 glass cups.
Look, so obviously my preliminary idea is that there's just some string attached to the top of the cupboard, and then the cups moving simply, you can just simply move the cups, and then maybe you discovered that these 2 cups will swing for a long time, and then you just swing them, and then you have a string at the top that opens the top of the cupboard. You know, you can't see very much of like specific fishing line. It's what I use whenever I want to make a ghost video to go viral. I think it's really funny when people think that there's ghosts. Like, if you notice, like,
moving in unison, one of the strange...
There's like some like abnormalities.
As the video begins, we can see
like right here,
moving in unison.
Like there's some sort of abnormality, like some sort of what looks like a string right here. And then it disappears, and this isn't due to compression on this particular type of phone. Like, you're recording with a phone, it doesn't have the same, like, it still does have compression issues, but it's not a security camera. It's not programmed to pause part of the scenes that aren't moving because you're constantly shaking, so the camera's constantly moving. So seeing this disappear is curious.
Is the fact that the cups are maintaining their speed and are not generally slow.
Like, I'm sure if we went through it like frame by frame, we'd see some abnormalities. Like, for instance, there's a frame here where the corner of the cupboard.
The video is the fact that the cups are maintaining their speed and are not generally slow.
Like, okay, watch the corner of the cupboard. There's a specific frame here where my mouse cursor is. I'll move that now. You see that right there? Right here, you see that? That single little spot right there? See how it deforms slightly? Right there. Like the whole, I can see on the small viewfinder on OBS that there's a big shift in the luminance around that. So it almost seems as though something's been painted out in this area. Yeah, look up here too. See, it deforms. Something's been painted out here in DaVinci. So the string was visible. I think that's I think this shadow right here is also the string. Because it's not there, it's there. And now it's gone again. There, see that right there? See how the hinge grows slightly? Aha! See how the hinge grows in length? Something's been painted out here. They painted out the string. They're putting it along a white wall because the white is the easiest place to paint something out.
Based on his reaction, it's clear that this type of activity is quite common. After a few moments, the cabinet door begins to swing.
Ah. I think I saw another. Something's been painted out in this region right here. If you look at your screen from a really low angle, you can see that there's something wrong right about here. It's the pixelation is interrupted right across here. So something's been painted out. I don't think it's the string that was painted out there. I think it's the shadow of the string. Everybody wants to be TikTok famous. Never underestimate the lengths that people will go to. Ah, see? Right there. That's the string. Right there. One frame. That's okay. That's the that's part of the shadow of the string, probably. It's impossible to know whether it's actually the string or a portion or like a shadow of the string or whatever, but there is a video on our page, on this channel's page, in the shorts. If you go straight down to the bottom, you'll find one of the earliest videos, one of the earliest shorts we posted was a short of a ghost opening a fridge door. That's my fridge. It's over there. I used fishing line to do that. I used a low reflectivity IR fishing line, braided nylon fishing line that doesn't get picked up on the camera very much, but if you zoomed right in, you could see it, so I painted it out frame by frame. And then when I replayed it, you could still see it, but I just went through and I painted over it and painted over it and painted over it over and over again. It took me like 2 days for this one little tiny, like 50-second clip. It took me 2 days to painstakingly individual pixel paint out that fishing line so that you couldn't see it at all. And my hope was that I would post it and it would go viral and get millions of views, and then it would be the launching point for our channel. But like 4,000 people watched it, and that was already like, ha ha. Now let's tell them it's fake. Yeah, that's what's going on here.
When their dash camera captured something truly bizarre. There was quite a bit of fog that rolled in, and many people complain about how unsafe this portion of the road is. There have been several people that have been hit by cars along this particular stretch of road, along with cars colliding with one another. Many of the locals believe this road is haunted, and there are continuous reports of people seeing figures walking in the middle of the road. But when they look in their rearview mirror, there is nobody nearby. On this particular night, they were aware they were driving down the allegedly haunted road and would soon get the scare of a lifetime.
Holy shit.
As they drive down the 2-lane road, a humanoid figure manifests.
It looks like a cyclist. Like that looks like a cyclist's helmet, like a motorcycle helmet, but like, and this bag looks like maybe like almost like an Uber Eats delivery bag. And then in this frame, you could see like the handlebars, and then the front tire of the bike, and then the rear tire of the bike. This is a cyclist. You've caught a cyclist unawares.
The street. They soon swerve to the left, which thankfully doesn't cause a car accident.
It's a cyclist. Here, look, I'll remove my face. See this? It looks like a cyclist. Oops. Here, let's go back a bit more. What the fuck is up with the frames being so far off? Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is a cyclist. That's what they captured a cyclist. The infrared range, whatever range this dash cam seems to have very poor visibility, because like there's like a specific area here where it just goes off into blackness, so the camera has low light visibility issues. It's not properly casting any kind of infrared signal because it would be reflective on the windshield. That's why dash cams don't typically have infrared light, because it has to look through a windshield. So that's why you couldn't see it. He didn't just materialize. He was always there, or they were always there. This is a cyclist. Right there, you can see here in this frame that this looks like a back tire. This is the handlebars, and then this is the edge of the front tire. And the cyclist is looking left to look around to see where you are, and they're wearing an Uber Eats looking delivery bag. So that's what this is. It's not a ghost. It's a cyclist.
The figure does seem a bit odd and out of place. Is the road they were driving down truly haunted, or is there a more reasonable explanation?
Yeah, that's the reasonable explanation. You almost smoked a cyclist.
A family was throwing a party one evening when one of the guests captured something terrifying on camera. Prior to this night, a woman in the neighborhood was struck by a car and unfortunately lost her life. The community was in disbelief of the woman's passing, and some even mentioned that they saw the woman's spirit wandering around the neighborhood. While some locals believed the rumors, there were many that didn't pay much attention to the claims. On this particular night, one of the family members kept seeing something out of the corner of his eye in the backyard, but couldn't tell exactly what was there. He decided to get out his camera and record the party, but when he starts panning his camera, something terrifying reveals itself.
That is way too many people.
When the video begins, we can see the family and friends enjoying each other's company. As the camera pans towards the last person,
he zooms in on it.
We can see a humanoid figure with black hair staring directly at the camera. Based on the distance, it's difficult to make out precisely.
Okay, so based on the distance, yeah, it's difficult to make out precisely, like whatever, but it's very clearly it's just a woman who's probably out there having a smoke. She's sitting on a bench or something. She's like leaned over. It's not a ghost. It's just another one of the party goers that stepped out for some fresh air or something.
Features, but the figure appears more solid than translucent. While many people in the original comment section are convinced he captured the spirit of the deceased woman,
no, he's just
certain it's simply a creepy statue.
I don't think it's a creepy statue. I think it's just another guest at the party who's outside having a smoke or something.
A man decided to purchase a haunted doll for fun and has been experiencing terrifying activity ever since. He keeps the doll in his bedroom, and all the strange activity seems to happen in that specific room. He often finds the doll in a different place than he originally left it. He has also heard strange disembodied voices and giggling, which often wakes him up. On this particular night, he sensed a strong energy coming from the doll but couldn't understand why. He was eventually able to fall asleep, but it wasn't long before loud noises woke him up. He was shocked when he realized the noises were coming from his bathroom. He grabbed his phone and called.
Looks like a lot of places to put a jump cut. See that one frame right there? This whole frame is washed out. You could very easily sneak a jump cut right there. There's like 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or let's go 8. Let's say that there's 8 frames. I don't know what the 6. There's 8 frames where you could hide a jump cut there. So that's my answer for that one.
And cautiously walk towards the activity.
So I'm at my desk, and I just heard the water in the bathroom turn on by itself. This is the first time something's happened outside my room. So let's take it.
Maybe. Interesting.
If you're in here, can you move the curtain again? Alright. Do you want me to leave?
That last little bit was just the curtain settling back in. I'm wondering if he's possibly positioned like a string or something. Maybe there's a it's always happening in the exact same spot. So something definitely bangs it here. So I think that there's a reasonable amount of space here to put a cut. It almost feels like that's the cut right there. See what I mean? Like how much this moves? Like I think he's cut the video here. Because like you see how like there's like a level where it moves like per frame, do, and then all of a sudden there's this big jump here. So there's a cut here. So if there's a cut there, then there will be more cuts in other places that are just hidden a lot better. So that's my opinion. That right there is a cut. He's got somebody standing inside the shower who's banging on the shower curtain, and he's cut the video right there. So I'm satisfied with saying that because I found a cut, that's enough to debunk the whole thing. Usually I like having more than one piece of evidence to kind of tie everything, corroborate my claim, but I'm satisfied with what I've found so far. I'm trying to keep these videos under 30 minutes. I'm turning a 10-minute video into a 30-minute video already, so let's just get on with it.
A man was riding his canoe down a river in Florida one afternoon when he spotted something strange in the water. He quickly pulled out his phone and started to record the bizarre event. As he drifted closer, he soon realized he was looking at a submerged vehicle. He immediately called the police, and it wasn't long before the first responders were at the scene. The scuba team quickly descended and inspected the car to see if there were any bodies in the car. The man quickly uploaded his encounter on social media and was shocked when reading the comments. Many people were asking if there was a child with him in the canoe, which didn't make sense, since he was alone for the entire trip.
I don't know if anybody can see this or not, but I just reported it. That's a car in the river. That is an SUV. Look at this. Completely fully submerged. It honestly looks...
Here's a fun fact. They only pull the car out on usually. Like, they don't have the resources to pull every single car out of the river. So a lot of times, if they're pulling the car from the river, somebody's in it.
The Kia Soul. Can you guys see that?
Dad, pay attention. We're swimming to the edge.
Well, that audio seems to be obviously either applied after the fact, or he does have a child with him. It's too clear.
Pay attention. Dad, pay attention. We're swimming to the edge. Dad, pay attention. We're swimming to the edge. Dad, pay attention. We're swimming to the edge.
That's a car in the river.
Okay, all right. The audio's definitely been added in. Listen to his voice.
Anybody can see this or not, but I just reported it. That's a car in the river.
It's right justified in the audio, in the ear. So it's mono. It's recording in mono right now. It's distributing, but it's right. It's the sound is right justified. Okay, it's not. Sorry, not mono. It's recording in stereo. So his voice is right justified.
That is an SUV. Look at this.
And it's like it's not
Completely.
It's not a condenser mic.
It looks like a Kia Soul.
Dad, pay attention. We're swimming to the edge.
When you hear the voice,
Dad, pay attention. We're swimming to the edge. Attention. We're swimming to the edge.
you know what? Based on the okay, originally I thought I like leaving this whole process, and so you can kind of get a feel of my reasoning and how I come to these conclusions. Based on the proximity to the bridge and how it appears as though there's a section of the bridge here that looks like there could be a sidewalk across here. So it's not just like a car bridge; it's also a sidewalk bridge. You can see. You can see there's like right here. There seems to be a sidewalk here, so it's not just a car bridge. So I would assume that there's probably a child with his dad on the other side, and the dad is looking down onto the car as the guy in the canoe is looking at the car, and then the dad is leaning over the edge of the bridge, and the child is probably saying, "Hey dad, you're leaning too far off the bridge, be careful," which is exactly what he says.
Dad, pay attention.
We're swimming to the edge. I don't know. So, okay, opinion 1, the audio's been added in after the fact. Opinion 2, there's a child on the bridge with his father up top. Opinion 3, he does have a child in his canoe with him. So that's 3. That's three different ideas. Any one of them can be true. The idea that it's a ghost cannot be one of them.
A child's voice can be telling the seat. Some people speculate that he captured the ghost of someone trapped inside, while others...
You know what you've captured there? Windows are up. This window has been broken. I didn't even notice that.
Which makes the video even more compelling. When he is on land and watching the car...
This window's broken, all the other 3 windows are up. That leads me to believe that this was an accident.
He decides to zoom in and capture something moving in the back seat. Some people speculate that he captured the ghost of someone trapped inside, while others think that it was simply the...
It looks like it's probably the back... Yeah, I think it's either the back seat or there's a corpse in there. All right, that's all I got. I'm satisfied that I debunked at least 4 of them. The 5th clip was a little bit. It's not enough information to fully debunk it, but I'm satisfied with what I've decided about it. So, if you liked what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe is the most important one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.